After the four University Idaho students were found in a house near campus last November, a growing roster of investigators desperately searching for answers had yet to identify a suspect or even find the unalived weapon. Publicly, the authorities were assuring worried residents in the small college town that they were making progress. Privately, they were exhausting their prospects, scouring through the backgrounds of those with the thinnest possible connections to the case. That's how we feel. Through the first 2 weeks of December, investigators put some of their focus on classmates of the victims. They also widened the search to examine a man in another state who had been known to send harassing messages to women but had visited Idaho only twice in his life. They looked at a woman previously charged with assaults in the region. They looked at a man once accused of wielding a knife. They looked at SOs. They looked at a white supremacist, even turned out to be an unalived one. Then, after spending weeks sifting through an array of evidence that seemed to lead nowhere, investigators announced an arrest in late December on the other side of the country. Brian Koberger, a PhD student from a nearby university. He was identified only after investigators turned to an advanced method of DNA analysis that had rarely been used in active murder investigations. Yeah, they sent it to a cold case lab. And the cold case lab in Texas was even like, "Thank you, Idaho, for giving us this opportunity to do this." You know what I'm saying? They said thank you.
It's ridiculous. No, absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
The story of how dozens of LE from local, state, and federal agencies took to the quadruple on a live investigation into extraordinary territory is only now becoming more apparent through recently obtained records and interviews with people familiar with the investigation who discussed key details that emerged before the issuance of a gag order in the case. The case has shown the degree to which LE investigators have come to rely on the digital footprints that ordinary Americans leave in nearly every facet of their lives. Online shopping, car sales, carrying a phone, drives along city streets, and amateur genealogy all played roles in an investigation that was solved in the end as much through technology as traditional sleuthing. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to switch to chat and we'll finish that up in a second. I love the attorneys exposed never intervene with family. I mean, from what I heard, they were like, there was some piss matches going on, right? Is that what?
Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely.
It was getting heated. He is now referred to as Judge Gray because Shannon Gray made the judge. It's like it was all such a debate. Just makes, damn, I need to check it out. How long is it?
Yes.
How long is it?
It's about the long version's about 50 minutes.
50? That's it?
That's it.
We need to check it out. Somebody send me the link, please. Let me finish.
It's a good watch, dude. It's a good watch.
Yeah, we're late night tonight, baby. Now indicated on 4 counts of unalive, Mr. Koberger has declined to enter a plea, but contended previously through his lawyer that would be exonerated. Investigators have yet to detail a possible motive. To this day, family members of the victims remain unaware of any prior connections that the accused unaliver had with the 4 young people who were unalived. The process of identifying and arresting a suspect took over 6 weeks, weeks of increasing frustration and painstaking examination of the evidence as the community pushed for answers. The first 911 call came in around noon, some 7 hours after the murder. Madison Mogan, 21, Kaylee Gonsalves, 21, Xana Kernodle, 20, and Ethan Chapin, 20, had been unalived to death overnight in their bedrooms. Initially, the Moscow Police Department described the attacks as targeted and assured residents that there was no risk to the public. Yeah, I remember that right in the beginning. Don't worry, everybody. BS. But with no indication of who had committed the attack or why the authorities eventually backtracked. Yeah, because in the beginning it was unalive, self-unalive. Whatever, dude. Who does this? Who does this to unalive themselves? We cannot say that there is no threat to the community. The police Chief James Fry said at a news conference on November 16, 3 days after the unalives, the police department, which had only a few dozen officers, enlisted the ISP and the FBI to bring in dozens of additional investigators. Forensic teams processed evidence from the bedrooms, snapped photos around the home's back door, and hunted for footprints. Others searched for surveillance video from around town. A week after the unalivings, records show investigators were on the lookout for a certain type of vehicle. Nissan Sentras from the model years 2019 to 2023.
Okay.
Quietly, they ran down details on thousands of such vehicles, including the owners, addresses, license plate numbers, and the color of each sedan. Man, somebody hopped in a couple days ago and said they thought it looked like a Sonata or a Sentra.
Sonata, that's the car. Yes. I thought it looked like a Sonata as well. Yes, very good point.
What?
I'm gonna have to agree. So you're not even, this isn't even the right damn car, and not even close to the year. Did they seriously say that? Investigators were on the look for a certain type of vehicle, Nissan Sentra. Oh my god, it's not even the right car. Like what do we, CJ, what are we supposed to do? Is this why we ask these questions? Because who the hell, this is the New York Times, okay? So who's telling the truth here? We get shit on for saying our opinions, and this is like supposed to be fact, so I don't understand. There needs to be more accountability.
Wow. Now,
somebody tell me what the hell is going on.
No, this is crazy.
This is insane.
I ain't never heard that.
This is the New York Times telling us this, so where are they getting their shit from?
Here, I'm gonna put the link. I'm saving that.
This is insane.
I'm gonna put the link in chat. Hold on a second, and you guys can check this out yourself. Thank you for the article link, Ms. Shigal. Wow, thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a Tesla speeding away, Rory says. This is Rory, Sunny Days. You're more than welcome to hop up. Had to be an error.
Well, I mean, who's the editor then? Who let that out? That's on someone.
What records?
Exactly. Where is he getting his information? Who is the source? Where did he get this from? Because this is way off. It's not even the right car, not even close to the right year. So it's very interesting.
The media one is better. What? There's a video on this? There's a video talking about this? But further scrutiny of the video footage produced more clarity, and on November 25th, the police in Moscow asked law enforcement agencies to look for a different type of car with a similar shape, white Hyundai Elantras from the model years 2011 to 2013. Just across the state border at Washington State University campus, LE began looking through their records for launches registered there. Among those they found was one registered to Mr. Koberger, who had moved to the area earlier in 2022 to pursue a PhD in criminology. They checked Mr. Koberger's car more closely, according to a court affidavit, including visiting the parking lot near his apartment in the early morning hours of November 29th. But the vehicle was a 2015 model, not the earlier models being sought in Moscow.